I've had a gut feeling about Erika Kirk ever since the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Now, I haven't felt really comfortable speaking about this because it's a dark, it's a dark feeling. It's a really dark feeling, and the idea that somebody who you're married to could even possibly betray you in such a huge way, such a lethal way, it was just too heartbreaking, too dark for me to even go down that road, at least publicly. But I had a gut feeling since the very beginning of after he was assassinated, and it was actually Candace Owens who made me step back and say, you know what, maybe I'm being too harsh, maybe I'm not seeing this clearly. I've never lost, a loved one in that kind of way, like a partner. I've lost loved ones, but never a partner, like your husband or your wife or something like that's like a really big connection, and that's really hard. And so I was like, maybe I need to step back and just let her grieve, let a grieving widow grieve. But now I feel like it's a good time to talk about this because things are getting super sketchy with Turning Point, which she's now the CEO of. And I feel like with her employees, her employees, including the people who invited Candace Owens to speak about her investigation of the murder of Charlie Kirk, and just attacked her character and disrespected Candace like crazy. And they said that this was all at the behest of Erika Kirk. They said that themselves, that Erika Kirk is allowing them to come at Candace this way. And I'm like, you know what? I got time today. I got time today because let's talk about how sketchy this whole situation is. Now, like I said, I've never lost a husband or wife or anything like that. But I have lost family. I've been in many funerals. I've had like a lot of heartbreaks in life. And the way that Erica has been processing and publicly processing or displaying her grieving process has been very off to me and very performative from the very beginning. Even when she posted a picture of her at the viewing of the body with the hand, she was touching his hand, and which I felt like was very yellow hand. I don't know why. That's a whole different thing. I don't know. This I remember it as a very yellow hand. I'm like, that's something off there too. I don't want to go down that road because I don't know, but she was over the body, and her excuse was like, oh, I'm just showing them what they took from me. This is, I want them to see the pain that I'm feeling. And it felt very performative and a very private moment that didn't need to be shared. Didn't need to be shared in that kind of way. I feel it just felt like it did not feel authentic to me when I